Hi there. My name is Leonard Parker, and I'm the owner of Destiny Marketing Solutions. We are a digital marketing team that's focused on helping damage restoration business owners and contractors, such as yourself, really excel with their online marketing and realize ROI from their online marketing efforts. Now, in this video, I'm going to cover a topic that's very important for your SEO strategy, and that's local SEO. Now, in a nutshell, local SEO, as it sounds, is a SEO campaign that's targeted to improving your company's online visibility within your immediate area. So I'm from Houston, so I typically use Houston in my examples, but this is a campaign that's targeted to optimizing your website, not only for fire restoration, but fire restoration for Houston residents and businesses. So you can see here, this is the map pack, and that's all kind of fueled by your Google My Business listing. And so your Google My Business listing is a very important piece of the puzzle for your local SEO. And I'm not going to go into detail here. I do have several other videos that go more into detail about Google My Business, but some of the important points is that one, that you have one, you have claimed and verified it. Two, it's optimized for the proper business categories, and also that you're leveraging the tools like the Google My Business posts and the Google My Business website to improve your visibility. And then third, of course, you always want to make sure that you're getting good reviews for your Google My Business profile. And you can see here, that's probably the one thing that sticks out among anything else in this section, is that these different companies, they have reviews. So and reviews, it's one part of the ranking algorithm for the map pack. It's not the only thing, but it's very important that you make sure to get those reviews. Now, for your website itself, and I'll again use Houston as an example. Houston, they're a huge city, but there are a lot of different suburbs that have large populations with themselves. So some of those include Baytown, Katy, the Woodlands, Spring, and so on. Cypress, they're all pretty big suburbs that if you just focus on those areas, you could get a significant amount of business. Now, you might have your office or your, wherever you manage your business from, it might be focused on one part of the city. But if you are in a large area like Houston, you might want to look at creating separate landing pages on your website that targets each of those areas. That way you can get as detailed as possible about that area. You can use that page to optimize for different geo-local keywords. So for example, Katy Fire Restoration Services or Cypress water damage restoration services, and so on. And it also allows you to really connect with a resident of that area. So for instance, we're all Houstonians, but someone who lives in Baytown, which is much closer to the water, may have different needs than someone who lives in northern Houston, where it may flood, but you're going to be at a lower risk of flooding. So with that said, you can take the content on that page and write specifically for people in that area. And it also helps if you have some insider knowledge, maybe you know a bit of the history about that area of the city, you can add that, and that's just another way to showcase your expertise in dealing with potential damage restoration or emergency restoration situations. Now, you have your city pages, and I would say, depending on the size of your company and your team, maybe no more than 5 or 10 city pages. Okay, then you want to connect with different groups in each of those those areas. So each of those areas, they may have a chamber of commerce or some type of BNI group. It's a great idea if that's an area that you serve, that you spend some time connecting with different business leaders and residents of the area, just so to get your name out there, get your company's brand out there. And again, you want to prioritize. So wherever you think you're going to get the most business, that's probably should be at the top of your list, then work your way down from there. And, there are a lot of other tactics to consider when going for local SEO, but the key thing is really, targeting your city, your location, and whatever your service or area of expertise is, whether that's fire restoration, water damage restoration, mold remediation, or whatever. And even in a city like Houston, you can go do hyperlocal, where you're targeting suburbs or even big neighborhoods that have a good number of residents. And this is how you can really optimize for long tail keywords, but be very relevant to those areas and communities that you serve. And then lastly, there's link building. And most suburbs, they may have a town website or city website, and you want to look for opportunities where you're getting backlinks for websites about Houston or about wherever city that you're targeting on. Maybe you can put together an article, 10 ways to avoid flooding during hurricane. Well, you can't avoid flooding, but 10 ways you can prepare for flooding during the 2020 hurricane season. That type of content is very useful, and typically any business owner or homeowner is going to be interested in it, especially if you're providing some tips that are unique and can't be found elsewhere. So that's just some ways that you can build those local relationships and get those local backlinks. Another way is maybe you sponsor a local youth baseball team or a local charity within that specific area. Again, that creates positive sentiment for your brand and your company, and you're top of mind when people are looking for different types of emergency restoration services. So that brings me to the end of the video. I hope this video has been helpful. If you haven't yet already, make sure to subscribe to our channel. We regularly release and publish videos targeted to damage restoration business owners and contractors really looking to help expand their online presence and get more jobs from their online presence. And thanks again for watching the video, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Take care.